What's up, guys? My name is Andre, and in this video we're going to cover the opening candle continuation report on edgeful.com. So what does this report measure? Let's jump right into it. So here we're looking at YM. Obviously we're looking at the opening candle continuation report in the last 6 months in the New York session. So what this report measures is if the first hour of the session is green, how often does the day close green? If the first hour is red, how often does the day close red? So number one, I want to start off by saying that this is what happens if the first hour is green. You want to look over here. If the first hour is red, you want to look over here. So one thing to note is that the opening candle size is customizable. So when you go over here, right now it's defaulted to be the first hour, but you can change this to be the first 30 minutes as well. So you can go here to 30 minutes, and instead of being from 9:30 to 10:30 Eastern time, because obviously we're looking at the New York session, this will be from 9:30 to 10 Eastern time. So you can see, obviously this is going to change the results pretty drastically. For the sake of this example, we're going to stick to the first hour, but everything translates over whether you're looking at the first 15 minutes or the first 30 minutes or the first 2 hours. So really important that we note here that we are looking from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Which means we are looking, our New York session here, this blue box, is the session that we're looking at. This is our TradingView indicator that's called Market Sessions. Right here we have the TradingView indicator for opening candle continuation. If you want access to these indicators, off to the right side is the TradingView indicator access button. And you can see you put in your TradingView username right over here, which you can find at the top left. You click your profile button, you're going to see this Edgeful. That's my username. Yours will be something else. Then you're going to see in your indicators this invite only section come up where all the indicators will appear. So the market sessions is the one that we're going to be using now, and the opening candle continuation right here. So let me show you on a chart what this means. So right here you can see, and I'll remove my market sessions for a second, so you can see this red box goes from 9:30 to 10:30 Eastern time, and this covers the opening candle. Now I'm going to turn this back on, and what this shows here, because this candle is red, it's going to fall into this category here. So when you see that first hour being red on YM in the last 6 months, 66% of days have closed red. You can see, if you don't use TradingView, or you also want to just see this within Edgeful, we have it in the What's in Play up top on the report page, and we also have it in the What's in Play section up here. You can see it's right over here. So this day on NQ actually happened to be red. Now I'm going to go back to YM here. I'm going to go back to my report. I could actually click this button, and then I'm going to go to YM. And you can see that if that opening candle is red, there's a very strong correlation for how the day is going to go. So this gives you a strong bias, bullish or bearish. Now, what you'll notice here is that this box is plotting from the open, the 9:30 open, to the 10:30 price. So it is the close of the 5-minute candle before. It is the opening price of the 10:30 print right here. So what this means, and what this means when the day closes red, it is from the open to the close of the day. So that means that right here, the opening candle was red. That means the day will close below this opening price. That is a red day. Price closes below the open, that is a red day in this case. So you can see, I'll show you a different example here. This is a red opening candle and a red day. So price did not reverse here. It was a red day. Now, there are a few examples. Let's look at this one. This was also a red day. Even though price bounced here, it did close red, and that's exactly what this report is measuring. It's measuring to close red, and red or green would be from the open of the session. So pretty much the moment that this candle forms, you want to expect price to close in this area down here, which obviously it did in this case, which makes this area up here a great opportunity to have a short bias, expecting price to move back into this range that I have highlighted in red. Now I want to show you an example of when price closed green, like this one right here. So red opening candle, and then price retraced, and then ended up closing above the opening price. So this is an example here where price closed above the area, and that would fall into this category here. Now, obviously you can see that the green opening candle has a stronger correlation by a pretty decent amount. Not too much, but a pretty decent amount. So when you see that green opening candle, it is a stronger instance here. I'm going to increase my days back here to 50, and then let's look at this example right here. So this is a great example. Green opening candle, the day definitely closed green. If you were long during this day, if you caught this move or etc., this is the way that you would use this report to have a bullish bias. This is to build a bias around a certain area. Now, I mentioned the New York session here. What about the London session? What if you trade London? So if I change this to be my London session here, let me just zoom out a little bit. What you need to make sure you do, now you can use the what's in play in this case, but if you want to see it on your charts, you're going to double click on your market sessions, you're going to turn on your London, you're going to turn off your New York, but you have to remember you need to change the start and end time of your session here as well. So you need to go from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. And now you can see it's the same exact thing. The red opening candle, the red day. The green opening candle in this case, and there was a red day. So this is actually an example where it doesn't fall in line. But you can see the stats show that there isn't as strong of a correlation in the London session. I just wanted to show you guys the difference in what you need to be looking at if you are changing your session around. And this applies to Asia, it applies to custom sessions. You have to make sure that you understand what you're looking at because it makes a very big difference, obviously. Now let's look at the bi-weekday variant. And I'll switch back to New York here. And what this bi-weekday variant shows is it allows you to filter for certain weekdays. So do certain weekdays behave differently? Obviously, you can see that there are. If the first candle, if that opening candle is green on a Friday, that is extremely bullish. Whereas if that happens on a Wednesday, it's not, there's really no follow through here. So looking at these reports by weekday is always very, very important because just because you're trading the same thing every day doesn't mean it behaves the same every day. So understanding how it moves by weekday is important. And then finally, the by size report right here. So this allows you to filter for opening candles of certain sizes. Now, right here, you can see these are the different buckets. And if we scroll down, you can see, let's go to 3-4 in the New York session. So you're going to watch me change my settings back here. And I'm going to go to my settings and I'm going to do reset settings. And let's go to 3-4. So the opening candle size was 1.23%. And that goes from here to here. So you can see, I'll be really specific here and make sure that I'm on the right thing. So 1.2, so we round, it's pretty much the exact same thing. And I'll show you a different day as well, just to show you how to measure it. And that's from this high to this low, and you can see 0.66, 0.66. Let's go to 228 so you guys really know how to calculate this. It's very simple. It's from the low. Wow. I'm going to use my magnet here from the low to the high, 0.66 again. So that's how you're going to calculate the sizes here. Now, we'll tell you this in the what's in play up top, but this, as you can see, there might be some correlation between the size of the opening candle and how it determines whether it's going to close green or red. So always keep in mind that the size and the bi-weekday are usually big drivers. If you want to use this report in your trading, I would recommend using it for bias typically. So I'll go back to the standard. I recommend using it for bias. in terms of if there's a green opening candle, you want to be bullish. If there's a red one, you want to be bearish. A very good report to combine this with is the initial balance breakout, because they both form at the same time. And the stats typically, not on everything, but on YM, I do know that the stats are pretty strong in terms of price breaking out into one direction. So if the opening candle and the initial balance, so if the opening candle is green and the initial balance breaks to the high side, that is a very bullish bias where you start to combine some of these reports. Over here we have the streaks. So green opening candles, you can see in the last 5 green opening candles, 2 out of the 5 were red days, and then only 1 out of the last 5 red opening candles was green. Then we have a table that makes up every single day here of the last 6 months. We have the video that you're watching now, and then we have the explainer graph and some explainer text. If you guys have any questions on this, please reach out to our support right over here, and we'll make sure to get your questions answered. If this video is helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Ideally, subscribe, put on the notification bell so you see when all of our new videos come out. We're always improving these videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.